Hey everybody, Jeremy here. Welcome to Action Figure Window Shopping episode 22. As usual, I'm going to take a look at some cool toys and collectibles that I scouted over the past week and share my thoughts about them with you. All right, so normally I would start things off with McFarlane Toys, but it's been kind of quiet over there over the past week or two, so no new announcements, at least not anything significant from McFarlane, but that's okay. They had a long run of new reveals, so it's okay. They can take a little bit of a break. And I'm sure that they'll get back to it pretty soon. But for right now, let's scoot over to Target for the Haulathon, which is still going on right now. So as you see here, every Friday from the 18th of March to the 8th of April, they're going to be revealing new figures. Now, the thing is, this is just the way that they planned it. But if you actually go into the stores, you're finding some things that were revealed this past Friday were there since day one. But just from an official standpoint, the third haul was going to be for the Elvira regular figure, and for the signed one, that's $100. The Evil Dead Ash, Biff Tannen, and the Ultimate Demona figure from Gargoyles. So unfortunately, as you can see here, all these are sold out on Target.com except for the Evil Dead Ash. And right before I started this video, the Griff Tannen from Back to the Future, which I did a review on, by the way, that one was available, but now it's sold out. But don't fret, because you can always try actually going into a physical Target store and seeing if they have these, seeing if they stocked them, if they haven't stocked them before, or if they have restocks going on. All hope is not lost. So if you want to get any of these figures or any of the previous ones that they showed, check out your local Targets. You may be able to find them there. And we're thinking that on the 8th of April, we're probably going to see the online availability for the Toka and Razor, not the movie one, but the cartoon one. So we'll keep an eye out on that. Speaking of TMNT, before we move on, by the time you see this, it's probably going to be too late, but the pre-orders for the TMNT 2 4-pack, the accessory pack, and the movie Toka and Razor is done. The 2-week period ended on the 4th, or the 5th rather, of April, but that's okay. NECA has something else for you to spend your money on. Boom. Check this out. This is the TMNT Turtle Van. That's right. It's the Turtle Van, not the party wagon. It's the Turtle Van. Wonderful Turtle Van. So this is going to be available for pre-order probably by the time that you see this, April the 5th at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time at the NECAstore.com. U.S. and international listings for $250. And as you see here, this is new, with payment installations option. Curious to see what that's going to be about. And, maybe NECA knows, like, man, we've really been draining them wallets pretty hard this past month. So make it a little bit easier on folks. So this is pretty freaking awesome, I do have to say. So here's some of the specs behind it. It's 14 inches long, 12 inches tall, and 8 inches wide. It features rotating roof cannons, hinge doors, rubber tires, opening shell roof, removable laser chair, foot tenderizing side doors, LED lights, and more. So packed with features, yet there's still room for all 4 7-inch scale NECA turtles. Just in time, because they had that 4-pack for the Haulathon. So if you had that for $150, you can put them inside of this $250 turtle van, and just wondering what the heck you're doing with your life. And that's okay. All got to get enjoyment somewhere. So this is cool because this is half the price of that ridiculously overpriced Super 7 turtle van that is $500. I still don't know what the heck they were thinking with that. But here are some of the pictures from it. Got that cool interior. It maintains that sort of animated look with that kind of shading. It looks nice, and I'm pretty sure, it's going to be a lot bigger than what it looks right here. I think in the pictures, it doesn't really do it justice, but we read the specs, and there's another picture here that's going to actually show the specs. Well, at least I thought it was. Did we pass it? Okay, yeah, this was the one here. So look at that. So we got 14 inches this way, 12 inches that way, 8 inches this way. So yeah, it's got those payment options plans. I wonder what that's going to be through. But I will tell you this, because I just found this out. PayPal has this new feature where it breaks down payments for you like every 2 weeks. And I saw that when I was just buying something using PayPal. So if you don't want to pay the full amount on something, then maybe you'll have that option through PayPal. They'll be like, okay, you make one down payment today, and then they'll automatically take the money away from whatever payment option that you have connected to your PayPal account every couple of weeks until you pay it off. So that may take a little bit of the sting out of this, but be curious to see what NECA, their payment installation option is going to be. Guess we'll find out tomorrow. All right, so let's move on from that. I'm going to show you this. So this is the Crypt Monster Hide figure by Loose Collector. He looks really cool. $104 coming out in the fourth quarter of 2022. He looks absolutely massive, and he's in the 6-inch scale, but he's freaking huge. 30 points of articulation. Of course, he looks really highly detailed, but there was actually a Kickstarter campaign to fund this guy, and if you knew about it back when it was still going on, you could have pledged $72 in USD, and that would have gotten you this figure with the 2 alternate hands and any stretch goals that were accomplished at that point. But if you missed out on that, you're not one of the backers who got in on it, then you're going to be paying the premium tax of $105. But he looks really cool, doesn't he? Really nice paint job on him, and I hope that the actual production of this figure turns out to look just as good as him. He is so ripped. I would love to see what he looks like next to like a Hulk. I'm sure he's so much bigger than the Hulk, but he looks great. Oh, and I like how they did this here. They tell you all of the articulation that he has here. That's cool. I think it would be great if more companies did this for their action figures, just so you can know up ahead, because they always say 20 points of articulation, 30 points of articulation, and you can just kind of, make it up in your mind what that's going to be, but they tell you exactly what you're getting here. Very good. I like that. This company has apparently done some other figures in the past, but this is the first time that I have heard of them. So hopefully this figure turns out to be really cool and successful. And yeah, fourth quarter 2022, we will keep an eye out on that. Marvel stuff, ladies and gentlemen. We've got another X-Men from the 90s animated series up for pre-order. This is Jean Grey. We've seen this. We've seen Wolverine. We saw Jubilee. I think it was Mr. Sinister, and I feel like there was another one, but I may be wrong. But we do have Jean Grey here. $27.99. The price keeps going up. And yeah, let's just take a look at some photos of this Jean Grey here. You're a big fan of the 90s X-Men television show and you can't get that guitar riff from the intro out of your head, these are some figures that you can get to kind of commemorate that. So she's got these different hairstyles going on here. Pretty cool looking figure, I guess. I do like the Storm and the Wolverine and the Jubilee more. There's just something somewhat plain about this Jean Grey. I just feel like the other ones kind of pop a little bit more. They stand out more to me in my mind. But, if you want to complete the squad and get them all from the 90s, if you're a slave to the 90s like I am, then, hey, you'll probably bite the bullet and just get this for $27.99. So this is estimated to ship approximately on October the 1st. So yeah, if you're going to do it, jump on it before it ain't there no more. Now, here's the thing. I hope you guys have checked out Moon Knight on Disney Plus. They got one episode up at the time of this video. It was very good. Definitely plan on looking at all of them as they come out. So naturally, we want to get some Moon Knight merch. Oh, and it's coming. It's coming. So here's straight from Marvel.com. They're showing off some of the merchandise that they have for Moon Knight. And the cool thing about this is a Marvel Legends render of Moon Knight. Now, I don't have any idea when this is going to come out or whatever, but here is what he can look like when he does come out. This figure looks really good. Looks just like he does on Disney Plus. But this being a render, I would totally expect it. The renders always look better than what the actual figure is going to look like, at least most of the time. That's how it is with WWE figures. But yeah, promising. We do know that Hasbro is they can make some really great Marvel Legends figures, you know, if they really, really want to. And here are just some other Moon Knight merchandise. You know, Funko's got to get in on their stuff. A couple of different variants of that. And this is something that I actually was going to show you next. A statue from Sideshow Collectibles. Well, at least that's where you can buy it. But this is made by Iron Studios. And it's $170. Let's check out this Moon Knight statue. He looks good. Nice shading on him. And this is actually, you know, a good reason for me to, you know, open up that Marvel encyclopedia that I did a video about some weeks back, because I really didn't know anything about Moon Knight. But since, you know, the hype was starting to build up, I just opened up that book, read a little synopsis about him. So now I've got an idea of what's going on. So when I looked at the first episode, I wasn't completely in the dark about what was going on. So that's what I really love about that encyclopedia. But this is a cool looking statue. Very cool here. I think this is in inches. Yep, 11.8 inches tall. So it's about a foot tall statue with the base included. $170 is not too unreasonable. Looks good. Looks good. So if you found your new favorite superhero in Moon Knight, there's your merch. You can get them. This is pre-ordering, but it won't be out until next year. So maybe the hype would have died down by then, but I guess we will see. All right, so let's kind of move things over to the DC side of things right now. Big Bad Toy Store had these DC figures from Beast Kingdom up, and I was really only interested in the Batman and the Superman here. Like the Superman is he's 8 inches, and it is the black suit Superman, and he looks pretty cool, I think. He almost looks like a bendy fig in this picture, but he's not. So he's got that skin tight suit on. That's a pretty cool looking face sculpt, ripping off the chains there. And this is an exclusive figure of Superman. Check it out. A couple of different head sculpts, 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs of interchangeable hands, and the black suit. He's got the short hair though. I want the comic book version of the long hair. I want the long hair Superman with the black suit. Someone please do that for me. That's something that I would definitely buy. So this is limited to 1,500 pieces world freaking wide, yo. And yeah, I want to show you the Batman that they have too, because this is based off the 1989 Batman. You know, the Batman that has the best Batmobile. And this is a very cool looking figure. Great likeness of the Batman from this film. Here's the existing version and the updated version. Let's see, can we spot any differences between the two? Probably like a little bit more wrinkles or something in the face. It looks mostly identical. Looks like there's some differences here around the eyebrows. Yeah, it looks like a slight update. I don't see anything like really different about it, but $120. So, you know, it's not cheap. It's not cheap at all. And I think that the competition for getting a 1989 Batman for around this price point is, you know, steeper than what it may seem. So, yeah, it's not something that I would get, but I do think that he still looks pretty cool from Beast Kingdom. If we go back to Sideshow Collectibles for the video game stuff, you know, we got the Sonic movie coming out, Sonic 2, and then they have available for pre-order this PVC statue by First for Figures. I think I have one from Crash Bandicoot that they made, and he looks pretty good. He looks pretty good. And so here's one from Sonic the Hedgehog, $120. I don't know if it's worth it for that, but let's take a look at some of these photos of this Sonic. Good old nostalgia. All right, so it looks like they were just using the 360-degree photo machine for this set of pictures. You know, so it's a statue. So, you know, it's not going to be any like different poses or anything like that. But some of the specs about this guy, he's about 11 inches tall. It's made of PVC plastic. Size of the box, doesn't really matter. It's the shipping weight, who cares? But yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. And we got some companion pieces down here too. Look at that. Mario and Yoshi, Sonic and Tails, and Spyro. Let me check out this Sonic and Tails one. Almost sold out. Okay, so this one is $505. Wow. Look at that. Yeah, so this has a lot more going for it. This is pretty cool. Pretty cool looking statue here. So it's great for us video game fans who just have a lot of money to burn, and it's a pretty big looking statue, so it can be very nice for a centerpiece, I think. All right, so it wasn't a whole lot going on this week, but I did want to wrap it up with one figure that I think looks really cool that I would get if I could, but I can't, so I won't. This is a Batman statue from Arkham Origins Gotham by Gaslight. So this was based off of the costume in Batman Arkham Origins that was based on the Gotham by Gaslight film. And so this was like a Victorian era Gotham City, and Batman, his costume kind of reflects that. And I really do like this style. I really like this Gotham by Gaslight style. $500 for this thing. Let's take a look at some of these photos, preferably one up close. Now it's blurry. No. So he comes with a couple of different cowl looks. Let's see if we can see it. So we got this one design here, which is one that, you know, I personally like the best. And then they have this more open face one. They probably have one where we can see them both together. But I just kind of, I like this, you know, I like the chain around here and the rivets and you can see the stitching and everything. It just looks like a really great figure. Look at that grapple gun. Old school Victorian era, kind of steampunk-ish grapple gun. Smokestacks, and there's the smoke. You know, he just looks really great. All right, so here's the swap out head parts. So you got this one here with the whited out eyes and this one here with the non-whited out eyes. Really nice looking statue here, and pretty darn big if I do say so myself. 22.44 by 17.13 by 18.39 inches. 1/5 scale. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. Comes with two interchangeable right hands, an open hand grapple gun, two of the face portraits, and the design themed base. So this is a good one. This one is my pick for the week, Gotham by Gaslight, and I like that name, Gotham by Gaslight. It's a great title for something. But yeah, anyway, that's going to be it for Action Figure Window Shopping episode 22. Like I said, things are kind of simmering right now as far as these new releases and big explosions of, oh my God, I can't wait to get that. So which is a good thing, man, because our wallets have just been taking a beating over the past month, and we can all use a little break and just fantasize about stuff that we would like to have but probably won't ever get, as opposed to stuff that we can afford that just kind of eats away at us, like this Jean Grey here, or even like this turtle van. Like payment plan, oh, maybe I can do it, you know. So thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Jeremy. Talk to you later.